I never believed in things that go bump in the night. I believed in stress, in lack of sleep, in imagination playing tricks on a tired mind. That's what I told myself, until the voice started using my name. It began on a Tuesday, nothing dramatic, nothing cinematic, just a normal night. I live alone, small apartment, third floor, thin walls, old building, the kind of place where you hear your neighbors sneeze. So when I first heard it, I didn't panic. I was in the kitchen, water running. Phone playing a podcast, outside rain tapping softly against the window, and beneath all of that a whisper, soft, so soft I almost missed it. I froze, turned off the water, silence, just the rain. I stood there for a few seconds listening, nothing. I told myself it was the pipes. Old buildings breathe, they creak, they settle. I went back to washing dishes. Then I heard it again, clearer this time, not loud but deliberate. Daniel, my name, not shouted, not urgent, just spoken. Like someone was standing right behind me. I spun around so fast I nearly slipped. The kitchen was empty, the hallway beyond it dark. I live alone, I know I live alone. I checked the front door, locked, deadbolt in place, chain secure. I checked the bathroom, closet, under the bed, nothing, no one. I laughed at myself, nervous, embarrassed. Maybe the podcast had said something similar, maybe my brain filled in the rest. I went to bed, but I didn't sleep well. Around 3:17 a.m. I woke up. No sound, no reason, just awake. You know that feeling, when your body wakes you up before your mind understands why. The room was dark, streetlight faintly glowing through the blinds. And then from the corner of the room, Daniel. This time it wasn't soft, it wasn't close. It sounded distant, like someone calling from another room. My heart slammed so hard I could hear it in my ears. I didn't move, I didn't breathe. I stared at the corner. Nothing there, just shadows, but I knew it hadn't come from outside. It came from inside the apartment. Slowly I reached for my phone, turned on the flashlight. The room looked normal. Bed, desk, door closed. I told myself, you're dreaming, sleep paralysis, auditory hallucination. There are explanations, there are always explanations. The next night I stayed awake. I needed proof. I sat on the couch with all the lights on, TV playing quietly, clock ticking on the wall. Hours passed. Midnight. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., nothing. At 3:17 a.m. the lights flickered just once, then steadied, and from the hallway, Daniel. It wasn't distant this time, it wasn't near either, it was everywhere, like the sound wasn't traveling through air, like it was inside the walls. I grabbed my phone and started recording. My hands were shaking. I walked slowly toward the hallway. Each step felt heavy. The hallway was dark. The light at the end was off. I didn't remember turning it off. Daniel, closer. I felt it this time, not just heard it, felt it in my chest, like vibration, like something resonating inside me. I turned on the hallway light. Nothing, empty, but the door to my bedroom was open. I was sure I had closed it, completely sure. I walked toward it slowly. The room was dark again, the window open, curtains moving slightly. I never opened that window, never. Third floor, no balcony, nothing outside but brick wall. And then right behind me whispered directly into my ear, "Why won't you answer me?" I dropped the phone, spun around, no one, no shadow, no movement, just empty space, but I could feel something standing there. I could feel it watching me, waiting. I grabbed the phone from the floor. The screen was cracked, but it was still recording. The whispering stopped. Silence. For the first time in 3 nights, silence. I left the apartment the next morning, stayed with a friend. Told him I needed a break from the place. He laughed, said old buildings mess with your head. Maybe he's right, maybe stress, maybe imagination, maybe lack of sleep. I went back 2 days later. Everything looked normal. The window was closed. The hallway light was on. The door was exactly how I left it. I checked my phone recording. Most of it was static, heavy, distorted noise. But at exactly 3:17 a.m. there it was, clear, undeniable, my name, spoken softly. And then another voice. My voice answering, "I'm here." I don't remember saying that. I don't remember responding, but it was my voice. And now sometimes when the apartment is quiet, I hear it again, not calling my name anymore, just breathing, waiting, like it knows. I answered. I replayed the recording 3 times. The first time I told myself I was imagining it. The second time I felt my stomach drop. The third time I realized something worse. The whisper that said my name didn't sound like it was in the room. It sounded like it was right next to the microphone, right next to me. And when my voice answered, "I'm here," it didn't sound confused. It didn't sound scared. It sounded calm, like I had been waiting for the question. That's what unsettled me the most. Not the whisper, not the open window, not even the voice. It was the way I answered. I don't remember speaking, I don't remember agreeing, but something did. That night I tried something different. I didn't turn on the lights, I didn't stay awake, I didn't record anything. I just lay in bed and waited. 3:17 a.m. I didn't check the clock. I didn't need to. You can feel certain moments. They arrive like pressure in the air, like a storm building behind your eyes. The room felt smaller, the air heavier, and then breathing, not loud, not dramatic, just slow, measured, inhale, exhale from the corner of the room. I didn't move because I understood something. It wasn't trying to scare me, it was trying to synchronize. My breathing matched it without me realizing. Inhale, exhale, then very gently, "Daniel." Not a question, not a call, a statement, like it already knew I was awake. I swallowed, my throat was dry. And before I could stop myself, I whispered back, What do you want? Silence. For a moment I thought maybe that was the test. Maybe acknowledging it would make it stronger, maybe ignoring it would make it leave. But the silence stretched too long until I heard something else. Not a whisper, not breathing, movement, soft, shifting weight on the floor right beside the bed. I forced myself to look slowly, very slowly. There was nothing there, no shape, no shadow, but the carpet was slightly indented, as if someone was standing on it, watching me, waiting for me to understand something. Then the voice spoke again, closer than ever. So you can hear me now. My chest tightened, because that wasn't a whisper, that was relief. It sounded relieved, like it had been trying to reach me for a long time, like I had finally tuned in. I closed my eyes, and that's when I realized something worse. The breathing didn't stop when I held mine. It continued, steady, consistent, independent. There were two rhythms in the room, mine and something else. The next morning I didn't check the recording. I didn't need proof anymore. I didn't need evidence because it wasn't outside of me. It wasn't in the hallway, it wasn't in the window, it wasn't even in the apartment. It was learning my patterns, my schedule, my thoughts, my silence. Now sometimes during the day in crowded places with noise all around I feel it, not speaking, just waiting, like it knows I can hear it now. Like it knows I answered. And sometimes when I'm alone, when everything is quiet, I don't hear it calling my name anymore. I hear something else, breathing in perfect rhythm with me.